Hi there, YouTube! Okay, so recently my computer broke and it was really sad and my computer wouldn't charge and it made it really hard to edit videos. Despite that fact, I made 3 videos and posted them like 2 weeks ago, but it's why I haven't posted lately because I didn't have my computer to edit on. But I have my computer back now and so I'm editing again, and this video is gonna come out on a day that isn't the weekend, but that's fine because I can do what I want. I'm going to make this video. Questions I would receive in fan mail if I had any fans at all. Let's get started! Why do you call yourself Alien Without a Ship? Is because I used to do this thing with 2 friends where one of them was a robot and one of them was a dinosaur and I was an alien. And I do not know why we assigned these things to our... Okay, we did not assign these things to each other. I assigned them to each other and I don't know why we did, but I was the alien. And I guess I'm alien without a ship because when an alien doesn't have a ship, they're kind of stuck where they are. And I guess, this is depressing. I guess I feel stuck right now. Why did you start vlogging and when did you start vlogging? I really started vlogging when a friend moved to Ohio and we planned to do these vlogs to keep in touch. Unfortunately, that plan failed, but it led to me doing this, which is fantastic and I love it. And so even though that project didn't work out, this one is working out and hopefully it continues to work out. What is the hardest part about vlogging? The hardest part is maybe thinking of things to say that other people are gonna find interesting, but really the hardest part, because I don't really care if people don't find me interesting, I'll just watch it myself, but really the hardest part is when you're editing something and you're editing it for like 4 hours and then your computer's like, I decided not to save that. That's a good joke, right? And I'm like, no, computer. Not a good joke. What is the best part of vlogging? Well, that's easy. It's you guys, my fans, my non-existent fans who don't send me fan mail. So I make up my own questions. What's up with those weird accents that you do with your friends sometimes? I don't know what you're talking about. My friends and I have 2 friends named Alex and Helga, and they are from a small country off the coast of Lithuania, and that's just how people from that country speak. And I just think it's actually a little bit insensitive that you would point that out. I mean, they're trying their best to know English. So, scar stories? I only have 1 scar, and it's on my thumb. There it is. And my 1 scar story goes like this. When I was a child, I was curious, and so I picked up a knife. And I was like, hey, I got this knife, fantastic. And I was holding it, okay? And this is the sharp side, so I was holding it with the sharp side on my thumb. And my mom, being the caring mother she is, was like, oh my goodness, she got a knife. Take it away from her, Donald. And so my dad, being the good dad that he is, he walked over and he thought it was a butter knife. It was a steak knife or just something sharper than a butter knife. So I'm holding it and he pulls it out of my hand and it started bleeding profusely. I was very young, I don't remember. And apparently the knife was so sharp I didn't actually feel it cut me, and I didn't start crying until I noticed all the blood rushing down my hand. Hidden talents? I only have 1 hidden talent. It's this weird thing I can do with my lip. That is the 1 hidden talent I have. That's it. What is 1 cool thing about you? There's not a lot. 1 cool thing that is unique to me, it's not actually that cool, is that I have a 6th finger, and it's on this pinky, alright? And now, I don't want all you people out there looking at it and being like, that's not a 6th finger, it's just a wart or whatever. It's not, okay? This is my hand. You see it? It's attached to my body. It's my hand. I know what's growing on it, or what tried to grow on it, but failed. So I will show it to you. His name is Gilbert, but only if you promise not to call him a wart or anything, because he tried, man. He tried to be a finger. He tried real hard. It just didn't work out for little Gilbert. There he is. Right there. Can you see him? Whoop. There he is. And the story of that is when I was born, they found it on my finger, and it wasn't much longer than it is today. They were like, oh yeah, we can get rid of that. You know, this is the modern age. We got like science and medicine and shit. Let's tie a string around it and pull it really tight and hope that part of it falls off. So that's the story of my finger. And fun fact, I used to think that everyone had them on both pinkies. I thought that everyone had them until I realized I didn't have one on this pinky. What's other dumb stuff you didn't realize when you were a child? I thought that your fingernails grew from the white part up. I didn't realize they grew from the bottom here up. I thought that your hair grew from the bottom. I don't know how I conceived this, but I didn't realize it came out of your head. I thought it grew from the bottom. I was pretty convinced that my baby brother came from underneath the bed. He was not birthed, he came from under the bed. My parents were hiding him there for some time. And so I was in the room 1 second, and then these ladies were like, hey, Alex, because I was only like 2 years old. They were like, hey, you want to go downstairs and make a cake? And I was like, yeah, I want to make a cake. Freaking 2-year-old making cake, hell yeah. And when I came back upstairs, there was a baby. So really the only logical place this baby could have come from was underneath the bed. I don't know. Just things I thought. What is your favorite thing about high school? When the day ends. What is your least favorite thing about high school? The fact that teachers still want me to do work. What is your biggest pet peeve about people? There are lots of things that I hate about people. I hate when people type on keyboards too ferociously. When they pound on them, I hate that. I hate when girls bring whole salons into the bathroom. When they come in and they have like their little makeup bag and they're doing all their shit. And it's fine. If you want to wear makeup to school, whatever. And if you need to do a couple touch-ups in the bathroom to impress who knows who, then fine, do that. But when I walk over to use the sink that is in the bathroom that I need to use, then you need to not give me one of them like, what you doing in my bathroom kind of look, because, you know, it's the communal bathroom. People who stand right in the middle of the freaking hallway. And because people do this, I now have 2 things that I do that embarrass both my friends a lot, but whenever people stand right in the middle of the hallway, the first thing I'll either do is I'll walk right into them, because if you're gonna stand there like air, I'm gonna try and walk through you. And the second thing I try and do is I say really loud, let's play the not standing in the middle of the hallway game! And then if people don't listen to that, I walk into them. I hate when people put their hair up in ponytails and then they pull 2 strands out like really long bangs. I hate people who don't eat the crust on their bread, because there are starving people in other countries. And I'm not saying that they want your bread crust. I'm saying that the fact that you would take the liberty to peel off something that just tastes like the rest of the bread, it's just kind of like, it's rude, and like shoving it in their face, and stop that. I hate girls who are freakishly afraid of bugs and stuff. Like, I get it. I don't like creepy crawlies either, and I don't like it when they touch me, but, you know, I can, you know, be brave about it and pick up those creepy crawly things, and just when you stand there and scream like, oh my goodness, it's a mouse, and you jump on your chair, like, what is it gonna do, bite you? No, it's freaking this big. And you might be asking, why is it only when girls do it, why not boys? Because when boys do it, it's freaking hilarious. Fact. I hate when people raise their hand to say something in class and then they say like every 5 seconds in their answer, because they put their hand up to answer the question. So they must have been thinking a little bit about what they were gonna say. So the fact that they say like every 5 seconds makes me think that they didn't actually think about what they were gonna say before they raised their hand. And I hate that people are just ignorant and they just don't take the time to learn. So those are my pet peeves with society. This is a fun video. What is your favorite place in the whole wild world? I have 2 places. And the first place is really because of the people that I find there, and the second place is really because it's just amazing and I love it. The first place is a place called Fairy Beach, and it's in Maine, and it is my favorite place in the whole entire world because the most fantastic people on the whole entire planet go there for 1 week every summer. Well, different week. It's complicated, not the point. The point is the people go there and I get to see them and I love them and they are the best, and it is the best, and it is my favorite, and that is the place. The second place is New York City because actually all cities, I just love cities. They're so vibrant and so full of life, and after being a kid stuck in the suburbs for 17 years, I am just so ready to sink my teeth into all of the cityness. Can you see these arm movements? This is how much I love cities. What are your favorite TV shows? My favorite TV shows are Scrubs, 30 Rock, Parks and Rec, Downton Abbey, The Office, and Firefly. Those are my favorite shows. Most of them, and Pushing Daisies. And most of them aren't on TV anymore. Fantastic. Oh, also The Amazing Race. I love The Amazing Race. What is your favorite movie? I would have to say that my favorite movie is either Forrest Gump or Toy Story 3. What is your favorite book? My favorite book, this is a tough question, but I think it's The Book Thief by Mark Zuzak because it is a book narrated by death. What's your favorite song? My favorite song is Glad You Came by The Wanted. And lastly, do you have any confessions? This is not a sheet containing questions. This is a practice college essay that I pulled out of my drawer because it was a sheet that had writing on it, and this is the sticky note that contains questions, but I thought it would look better if I was holding it like this than if I was going like this. Then I realized you could see the sticky note through them, but that's okay because when I got to the end of there, I started making up questions. This kind of stuff wouldn't happen if people would send me fan mail. See you guys later!